Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode, and in today's episode we take a look at another article review and critique by the Daily Mail, and this article was written by Sarah Rainey and published on the 6th of May 2018, and the headline reads, Meghan Markle, the style princess, why Prince Harry's fiancée is now the most powerful woman in fashion, and I can't wait to find out, can you? Let's have a look at what this says. Mere seconds after Meghan Markle steps out of a car, one stiletto-clad foot after the other, she sets in motion an extraordinary chain reaction across the globe. Fashion bloggers frantically identify every garment she's wearing, from her jeans to her jewellery. Ringing designers, ateliers and stores from Cardiff to Canada. Well, that is actually true because there are so many fashion bloggers out there on Twitter and people running their own blogs, and they do most certainly do actually a very good job of identifying in mere seconds or minutes or even hours after exactly what Meghan is wearing, and they actually do a really good job. So a big shout out to them. I actually quite admire their tenacity in the fashion world, that they can identify the items of clothing or the articles or jewellery so quickly. It really is an achievement to do. So let's carry on. Once those details are posted online, shops from exclusive Stella McCartney to Marks and Spencer's are bombarded by shoppers desperate to get Meghan's look. Okay, please let me know in the comment section below, are you somebody who has done this? Are you someone desperate to get the look that you have gone instantly and bought something that Meghan has been wearing? I would be really interested to find out. The outcome is always the same. Every item Meghan is wearing sells out, usually within minutes, sometimes seconds, of her appearance. Cheaper copycat items too. Websites frequently crash under the strain. Few other style icons wield such incredible power in the fashion world, not even the Duchess of Cambridge. Kate adds an estimated £1 billion to the British fashion industry annually. But in the latest issue of Vogue, editor Edward Enninful says her soon-to-be sister-in-law could eclipse her. Ms Markle is an astonishing fashion sales force who is setting the industry alight. Well, I'm not quite sure how they got to the figure of estimated £1 billion a year that the Duchess of Cambridge adds to the fashion industry, but she certainly does contribute to that industry, and of course what she wears sells out in stores across the country and of course the globe. So what is it about Meghan that makes her wardrobe so comfortable and sends clothes flying quite literally off the shelves? Well, I'm not quite sure how an item of clothing can quite literally fly off a shelf, but let's carry on. Fashion experts in Toronto, Meghan's home for the 6 years between 2011 and 2017, when she was filming legal drama Suits, all use the same expression, effortless chic, to describe her style. She always looks like she's not trying, says John Muscat, founder of Line The Label, the Canadian brand behind the £750 white wrap coat Meghan wore to mark her engagement to Prince Harry last November. John, 45, has been dressing Meghan for 5 years, after being introduced by her best friend and style advisor Jessica Mulroney. He made sure she had a collection of clothes from Line to bring to London when she moved here last year. And there we see a lovely shot of Meghan. He knows only too well the astonishing and highly lucrative impact of the Meghan effect. His wrap coat sold out within 20 minutes of the American actress's appearance on Harry's arm at Kensington Palace. It was insane, recalls John. The phone was ringing off the hook. With international press requests, I did 12 hours straight of TV, phone and email interviews. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. We had 5,000 requests for the coat. It cost £750. That is not something you buy lightly. Requests were flooding in from around the world. Again, let me know if you were one of those who bought the coat. In gratitude to Meghan, who has put his label firmly on the international fashion map, John has renamed the coat, now back in stock, the Meghan. Okay, well I'm going to scoot through that little bit of information there because it's just about that fashion label. There's no doubt about it, Meghan sells clothes. The £390 green fitted dress she wore for her BBC engagement interview by Italian brand Paroche was out of stock in under an hour. Our e-commerce site crashed, says the firm's Marta Maggie. Of all the brands Meghan supports, Smythe has seen the huge difference in her selling power as an actress and soon to be royal. When Meghan first wore their £560 Brando coat in 2015 on the suit set, few people took much notice. But when the coat appeared for a second time on a royal walkabout in South London in January, all stocks were gone in 6 hours. We reissued it straight away on our website, Andrea says. It's on pre-order, so customers have to wait until autumn to get it. We've had orders from places we don't usually get interest. Hong Kong, Scandinavia. With just 12 days till the royal wedding, it's anyone's guess how quickly her look will sell out once she has the ring on her finger. And there we see that lovely green dress. Our e-commerce site crashed, says the firm's Marta Maggie. We restocked it a week later and it sold out again. Like Line, they renamed the dress the Meghan. There's going to be lots of dresses called the Meghan. I think someone's going to have to become a little bit more creative with the namings. And Mackage, another Canadian outwear label, experienced the Markle Sparkle last October, when Meghan wore a £390 Mackage leather jacket at a low-key appearance with Harry at the Invictus Games. She chose the brand again for her first official royal engagement in Nottingham in December, wearing a navy blue £585 double-breasted coat. I love that word, the Markle Sparkle. Do you feel the Markle Sparkle? It's no secret that Meghan Markle is an avid admirer of Princess Diana, Harry's late mother, and comparisons between the pair are inevitable as she enters the royal fold. Well, this I wouldn't necessarily agree with. I mean, I'm not saying that she doesn't admire Princess Diana, but if we remember when, I think it was back in the engagement interview, Meghan did say that even though she knew of Harry's family, she wasn't an avid royal follower. So in that sense, I don't think she would necessarily, before meeting Harry, have been sort of channeling Princess Diana in the fashion stakes, but certainly since meeting Harry, she will have found out and learned a lot more about Diana from Harry, who of course is the best source to know about her from. So I think, you know, just a little bit like Catherine, how she has made nods to Diana more recently with her appearances when she's given birth outside the Lindo wing. The clothes that she chooses happen to be a little bit of a nod in colour and style and pattern to Princess Diana. So perhaps we will see the same kind of thing from Meghan in the future to come. So there we see, well actually, going back up, I will go back up. There we see a tartan coat, which is lovely, and that's when Meghan, I do believe, was in Edinburgh. And we see Princess Diana wearing a similar thing. So actually, maybe she is already, or it could just be a coincidence because tartan is very Scottish and Diana and Meghan were both in Scotland. So that could account for that. Anyway, according to Andrew Morton, Diana's biographer, she was intrigued by the Princess of Wales and saw her as a role model. She even had a copy of Morton's biography, Diana, Her True Story, on the bookshelf in her bedroom. Well, I can't deny or confirm that. I mean, that is one of Andrew Morton's statements. And it most certainly doesn't kind of fit with what Meghan said during her engagement interview. Okay, so basically the gist of the article is that Meghan is anticipated in the fashion industry, or at least by the newspapers, to be bigger than Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, in the fashion stakes in terms of selling power for fashion retailers. But they also predict that she's going to be on a par with Diana, Princess of Wales. I'm not sure how anybody can guess this, so it's one of those occasions where we are literally just going to have to wait and see what happens. But regardless, there will be people up and down the country, all across the globe, waiting eagle-eyed to see what Meghan is wearing and to see how they can recreate the look themselves. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.